Now, listen, you guys, witnessing a saliva exchange between a 60-year-old and his wife on stage as a way of PR distraction, or rather PR stunt, is something that I definitely didn't see coming in 2025. We're going to talk about that mess, and we're also going to be discussing about Beyonce allegedly hitting that Nicki Minaj pose, which had a lot of people saying, oh, what is going on? We're also going to be talking about Lady Lasha. She decided to come in there talking about how she feels about Nicki Minaj and everything that has been going on in her, calling out the industry. And at the same time, Nicki Minaj is also being accused of shading Beyonce, and Jetavia is out there being a mean girl to a pregnant woman for absolutely no reason. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this OF subscription that we just got access to without even, applying for it. Let's talk about the affection, of course, the PDA, the rare PDA, that was shown between the title Swindler and his wife. It seems like, well, things have kind of escalated in as far as the PR is concerned. At this point, they must have established that it's not enough to just have that man on stage there, to get to distract people. We got to do more. Okay, so now they are coming through with the Kissasian on stage, and I I don't have words to say about it. Saliva exchange is where the PR is at the moment, and you guys want to convince me that the pink lady does not shake tables. Okay, when have you ever seen this man acting out of character like this? I mean, even the headlines are basically telling you that, well, the last time they did something like that was like over a decade ago. So of course one would wonder what prompted this unsolicited PDA. We all know the answer, but of course, we're going to act like we do not know what the answer is. Now, still talking about the same tour, let us talk about Beyonce. Now, people kind of noticed that one of her dancers decided to hit that Nicki Minaj pose. You guys know that, well, the pose from Nicki Minaj that she did in the high school video has kind of been going viral on TikTok. It's not like she told people to do the challenge. People just decided to start doing that challenge. And that's how much impact she has, okay? She doesn't need to do extra. I mean, she's iconic like that, unforgettable like that, to the extent where songs from a decade ago will come back, surface, go viral. I've seen a couple of celebrities actually doing that challenge as well. And of course, people were like, what is going on, when they noticed that, well, the dancer from the Beyonce concert was doing the same, pose. And some people are also convinced that, well, Beyonce herself is out there doing the pose as well. And I do know that this is something that would never make the Beehive happy. They do not want it to be peace between Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. They want to inherit whatever situation that is going on between, Jay Z and Nicki Minaj, and they want to make it personal and make it seem like it's about Beyonce. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj is going against Fraudulent Nation, and of course, all that had that, that corporate, including the likes of Deseret, as well as the title Swindler. So I don't know, like it's kind of confusing, because when Jay Z was kind of under fire, those allegations were coming through. The same Beehive came out here and were saying, oh, well, Beyonce is separate from that man. She's an individual person. But when it comes to Jay Z fighting against Nicki Minaj, all of a sudden they're a collective. And I also do hope that these are actual Beyonce fans and these are not just infiltrators. Because I wouldn't put it past that man to infiltrate the wise fan base, so that, these bots will start to look like they're Beyonce fans. Meanwhile, maybe the original Beyonce fans are not even doing the most. And if that fan base, would allow people to get away with that, that would just be sick. Because if anything does come up in the future, about that man, We hope they keep the same energy. They continue saying that they are a unit. Oh my God, you cannot attack the husband and expect them. For some reason, it's now Beyonce versus Nicki Minaj. And that's not the situation here. I guess this is just a way of trying to distract people from saying that this man allegedly tied or swindled a couple of artists. But that being said, what do I think about Beyonce hitting that pause? I would say that that's her sitting on the fence. I saw some people saying that that's her trolling. I highly doubt that. The mixed signals of, Nicki Minaj calls out her husband today. The following week, she's sending Nicki Minaj flowers and stuff like that. That is called sitting on the fence. That's what it is. So that if tomorrow something, serious comes up on this man's name, you think she doesn't know that this man has got some weird accusations? You think she doesn't know now that she's grown? She doesn't even know about the alleged things that this man was doing in the past. She knows it. She does. And the whole sending Nicki Minaj flowers, if anything does come up in the past, that's how they're going to hide and say that they are not even a unit. Even when Nicki was calling him out, she was sending flowers, she was doing the post, she was doing all of that. That is basically straddling the fence. One person who's, however, making it difficult for Beyonce to straddle the fence in peace is none other than her own mother, Miss Tina Knowles. That woman at this point, or whoever is behind the account, they kiss on stage. Miss Tina Knowles comes in saying that, oh my God, he's still a legend. He's still a god. Yes, he is, I guess. But at the same, two things can be true at the same time. One can be a legend and still one can be evil. The same person can be a legend and the same person can be evil. Did R. Kelly have hits? Absolutely. But does that negate, the evilness and everything else? Of course it doesn't. So here coming through and saying, still the God, still the God. So, Miss Tina. Hopefully you will stand on business when ish hits the fan. How many times did I call you? Not me being African. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Still talking about the same people. It seems like Nicki Minaj is being accused of shading Beyonce, and that is because she tweeted lyrics to her song. Because she tweeted that, well, the bull that she rides is not mechanical, and you guys know that, well, Beyonce does ride a mechanical bull. All of these bits are crazy. Oh my God. Sometimes we tweet amongst lunatics because what is this? So someone posted a video of Nicki Minaj performing Cowboy. And Nicki said the bull that I ride isn't mechanical. And the beehives are losing it. They lost it. They are still losing it. Because they are convinced that Nicki Minaj is being shady towards Beyonce because Beyonce does happen to ride a mechanical golden bull or horse. A golden Megan. That's what Beyonce rides. And I'm sorry, this is a Nicki Minaj problem that you are finding. Nicki could sneeze, especially lately. Nicki could sneeze and an account that says Beehive or something like that will be mad in the comment section. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what do you think is going on with these people that are fighting tooth and nail to basically ensure that the narrative is that Nicki is beefing Beyonce? And here's the interesting thing. Nicki will also go on Session Head and she will start playing Flawless. So with these two women, I just don't know what is going on between them. And I guess this is her, also making it a point, making it known that, listen, I am not beefing with this lady. I'm still playing whatever song that we made together back in the day. So don't try and spin the narratives. She knows that, well, this is what they do. They try to deflect and trivialize everything that's going on. As it stands, besides the bots, I don't think that the title Swindler has got any active fan base. Except, of course, that's why they have to rely on the media, because actual human beings as fans, like the same people that I always say are out here supporting the Transformer to spite Nicki Minaj, those are the same people that support Jay Z to spite Nicki Minaj. It's the same people, really, when you look at it. It's the same accounts. So I guess they have to rely on the, fan base of the wife, because he, as a person, if it's not intimidation, then no one really messes with him like that. Everybody that speaks up, on his behalf, or that defends him, or that doesn't speak anything negative about him, it is out of fear, actually. So there's that, you guys. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, but this is still sad news. Still talking about Beyonce. It is actually being reported that, well, they might have faced a little bit of a mishap. I don't know if I should call it that or if it's more serious than that. But, well, they are saying that, well, a couple of things were stolen from Beyonce and her team, and it's chaotic. I did see some people saying that, well, these are all PR stans who would want to steal from her and all of these things. And in as much as I see right through the PR stance, this entire situation of them stealing, I don't think that they would go from that. You think the kiss that didn't work and now they're moving on to robbery? Huh? You think the Sun situation is that serious? Is it like, because at this point, she has a lot to deflect people from. Because lately, Rock Nation and everything that relates to that company, it's in the news. It's court case, lawsuit after lawsuit, allegation after allegation. So I guess the kiss maybe was directed at distracting people from Nicki Minaj, and maybe the robbery is the one that's distracting people from the Sun situation. I don't know, you guys. I'm just joking. But yeah, in all seriousness, I do hope that they maybe recover, or that there is less damage that was done in as far as the robbery is concerned. Now moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Lady Leshur. For those of you who do not know, Lady Leshur is that British, rapper, female rapper. She's very good. She's very Nicki coded. I remember when I used to watch her videos, she had like the Queen's Speech series. I loved it so much because it reminded me of Nicki Minaj, but she didn't do it in such a way of trying to copy everything down to Nicki's looks and mannerisms and stuff like that. But you could see the influence, in the Queen's Speech. Tell me if you watched that back in the day, when she was doing the Queen's Speech, especially the first parts. I really loved it. And apart from, the Nicki influence, she's that bold lady also that came out and spoke up that a certain record label, allegedly Pacific, had, offered her money to write a diss track against Nicki Minaj. And she kind of declined. And so now it's interesting that a couple of years later, Remy Ma came through with a diss track against Nicki Minaj unprovoked, despite her going to the Wendy Williams show the week before saying that she doesn't have issues with Nicki Minaj, only for her to come out a week later and saying that, oh my God, she stops my bags. She doesn't want anyone else to win. She's this evil. She's that. And so one would only wonder if that was motivated, by, I don't know, getting a financial settlement, especially given that Lady Leshur had spoken about that. Now, her career might not have taken off mainstream like that. I'm talking about Lady Leshur, but personally, she's that one person I look at with respect to say that, listen, you could have decided to take the shortcut, but you were like, listen, I'm going to stand for something. So she's coming through, and this is what she had to say. She said, I love everything Nicki stands for. Never been the one to shy down or nothing. Always stands for what's right and ain't scared of no corporate business, because she is the business. Too many people scared to talk on things because they don't want to get cancelled. Her page is tea right now, boy. And if this is not truth, I don't know what is. Because a lot of people really are scared of speaking up against the industry. There are a lot of female rappers that you can just watch. They go wherever the wind is blowing towards. The likes of Advovo BBL. Advovo BBL doesn't stand for anything. Anything that seems popular, that's what she goes with. And it's so sad to watch. You can tell the desperation even when she does the live, the day that, that entire situation with the McDonald's employee came out at the news and everything. She on Twitter Spaces, and you can tell that she doesn't even have all the facts. Shouting. And you can tell that she is not even following the story. She's just shouting. All of you want to do this. All of you want to do this. Why are you shouting? She saw a hot topic and wanted to get some form of attention. But meanwhile, people are too busy right now. This isn't 2018 or 2019. People are very busy that you shouting nothing or nonsense is not going to make anyone move. My God. But speaking of speaking up, you guys, how many of you here follow the finance Betty? I do. Like, I do follow her. And the thing that actually attracted me to what she was saying, I remember there's a video, the first video that I saw of her, she was quoting a Nicki Minaj line. And I was like, who's this? Okay. She looks put together. She sounds smart. I listened to that and I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. So I started following her. But I followed her on Instagram. And there wasn't anything about the finance baddie. So when I saw the story trending about the husband and stuff like that, I was like, who is the finance baddie? When I clicked on TikTok, I was like, it's Christine Elizabeth, a Bob. And I just wanted to say that, you know, sometimes it looks like it's all just entertainment when we relate more to certain artists than certain artists. But most times it's just a reflection of the principles that you stand with in in real life. I'm just watching a series right now as she's calling out this man. She's speaking up, she's speaking her truth. I'm so proud of her. I was like, this is a bab, very fearless, because clearly from a story time you can tell that she was getting threats left, right, and center. But she's like, you're not gonna silence me, because the only reason why you're going to be thriving with your lies is if I don't speak my truth, or if I'm ashamed to speak my truth. I watched that and I was like, what a fearless bub. I loved her for that. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you guys also do watch her. It was a proud moment and I kind of understood why she may relate to Nicki Minaj like that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Jetavia. Now, JT is always in a bad mood at this point. That's what I'm thinking. Because tell me why she was out there embarrassing herself on TikTok, not comprehending anything, but just running and rushing to clap back at a pregnant woman. At this point, I don't know what is going on. Now, somebody mean in the comment section say that, well, she's always angry because she's out there dating a labubudo. I was like, I'm not doing this with you. Some of you are not going to go to heaven. Oh my God, somebody really said that the reason why JT is always popping off is because she's dating a labubu. She's always at home with the labubudo. I was like, that is so mean. But honestly, with that was very, very unnecessary. So this lady came through and was basically talking about her collaboration with MAC. You guys do know that she has a new collaboration with the brand. And she was saying to MAC that, you know what, it would have made more sense. And you could have used that JT collaboration to its maximum potential if you had brought back the lip gloss that we all love. In fact, to me, it sounded like she was emphasizing on what a lost opportunity it is for them to not use that collaboration with someone as influential as JT to bring back that lip gloss. But I do not know what JT was doing. Maybe she was feeding her new dog, that puppy that she's now strutting around with. I don't know if she was doing rituals with Solange or what. But for some reason, she was distracted enough to not even comprehend what was being said. To the point where she was out there calling out this lady, blow up fish and all of these things. Meanwhile, the lady is heavily pregnant. And even after that, she decided to come through with an apology after, of course, people called her out and said that you took everything out of context. And even the apology itself, it's disgusting. She said, I didn't know you were pregnant. I apologize, honey. Congratulations. First of all, it's the honey part. For me, it's giving very much condescending. It's giving an apology that's not even genuine. Secondly, she's apologizing just because the lady is pregnant. So what she's basically saying is that if you weren't pregnant, I was still going to call you a blow-up fish. She's not apologizing for the fact that she failed to comprehend what this lady was trying to say. And she also failed to apologize for the fact that even if this lady had said something that she doesn't like, this lady never was disrespectful to her, never called her out of her name, Never said that. Never ever said that at all. She's not even the one that called her boyfriend a labubudo. I'm sorry, I can't get over that. Yo, where do you guys get these insults? I just don't know, man. Are you guys normal? Anyway, this is what JT had said. She had said, and nobody cares about you, blowfish. Get your tired hating behind on. It's always your own people, Matt. You will never, could never. You see? This. The inability to engage in a conversation without being super disrespectful. But anyway, the lady came through and, was basically clapping back at her. But in all that she said, I promise you, she never called her boyfriend a labobudo. She never. This lady gracefully read her down. And somebody said to her, to JT, you did that lady wrong. She didn't say anything bad about you. She was talking about Mac. And JT said, my kid they did with me. Don't use my accomplishment to complain. She had every day before that to ask for something back. Now, if you're really mad, call HR. I hope Mac will do something with this lady. Maybe use her to bring back the lip gloss, actually, because the fact that she's still standing 10 toes down and thinking that her reaction is warranted. Like, how do you collaborate with a brand, but when someone criticizes the brand, you're catching feelings because, well, how dare you suggest that? Where is the artist development? Where is the PR training? Where is it? It's an accomplishment, but you still need support from the people. It's an accomplishment, JT, but it's not just a you thing. You are in collaboration with Mac, and Mac is such a big brand. It's not just about you, JT. You're not just selling lipsticks. I would understand it if this was your own brand. It's not. It's a collaboration. You really think that Mac is going to be appreciating you talking to their customers like that? It doesn't make... This is where education comes in. Because what do you mean you think what you're doing is a flex? You think Mac's PR team, when they see how you're interacting with fans like this, they're going to be like, yeah, we did very well. Yes, JT, go on and talk to people like that. Sometimes we're just like, oh my God. Your common sense is not so common, hey? And this is what happens when you think you're, untouchable, and here saying that you could never, like, it's just a collaboration. A lot of influencers have got collaborations with these brands. So here acting like it's something that could never be achieved. I mean, if you could achieve it, and it's not like you've got extraordinary talent, and it's not like you've got anything extraordinary that no one else has in this. Like, if you could work it, if you could do it, what makes you think that another person is not able to do it? Like, it's not like you were born a star, JT. It's not like you were born being a city girl. Oh, maybe you were. But, like, it's not like you were... you had to work towards, getting to that point. So what makes you think that no other person is ever going to be able to work towards your point or to even surpass you? Could never, would never. Oh, my God. Embarrassing. But let me insert what the lady had to say, but I don't think that after that I'm going to be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
See, I know you're not talking about people's faces. Please, because you got so much shit done to your face. It ain't even fucking funny, my love. You gotta be shitting me. Blowfish, bitch. I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm swollen. Yes, like, the fuck is wrong with you? And it do be on people, because why you calling me a mutt? Why are you calling me a mutt? I ain't never sat here and disrespected nobody, especially a black woman. Why are you calling me a mutt? You are too reactive, my love. Nobody said nothing about you. The only time I even mentioned your name was talking about the collab in the first place. Aside from anything else, I'm speaking on Mac discontinuing a lip gloss that everybody likes. I'm so confused on why you reacted to it. Why are you so mad? For somebody that makes a lot of money, that's up here and everybody else is down here, you really be staying in people's comments reacting. I'm so confused. I really am confused about what you mad about. Explain. You so ditzy. You said all of this. Over me saying that Mac need to bring back the lip gloss and how much I dislike Mac for discontinuing the lip gloss. Something's wrong with you. You gotta be fucking miserable. At this point, I'm starting to believe that money does not equate to happiness. Because if I had the money that you have, I have the fame that you have, I'm up there and everybody else is down here. You think I'm gonna be scrolling through TikTok videos and see someone that got probably like 100 likes and comment this bullshit underneath her shit? Now you done change your face, right? You done change your face because you got the money to do it, right? And you got the nerve to call me a blowfish, baby. This is natural blowfishness. Natural lips, natural cheeks, no makeup because I just woke up. Like, and I'm a blowfish? Yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm supposed to be swole. My baby's due next month. I'm having a girl. And hopefully she don't come out acting like yo ass. Because you're nasty. You're nasty as fuck. The things that come out your mouth is disgusting. And then you want to end it off like this, it be your own people. Yeah. Look how you talking. And I never said nothing about you. I'm talking about Mac. The company. And you like, would never, could never. Baby, don't talk too much because you was just the same bitch in Florida, in Miami, trying to make it. Doing shit, trying to make it. And look where you at. Don't ever talk about somebody never making it, could never make it, or can never do what you doing when it's very much possible, my love. The way that God works, he works wonders. So let's not talk before I'll be right next to you, okay? Rubbing shoulders, rubbing elbows. Cause who you think you are? Blowfish and mud, bitch. You can never, no bitch that ever got any work done to her, to anything on her body can ever talk about me. I'm natural from head to toe. This is so weird. Like, you really are weird.